You're flopping and messing up on first dates because you're walking into them already wearing a collar and a leash. You're probably doing what most guys are doing, sitting across from a woman that you're interested in and attracted to, and becoming a fearful, nervous, anxious person, completely turning into someone else. More than anything, you're terrified of her losing interest in you. And because you're terrified, and because you're nervous, and because you're anxious, what you do is you put the steering wheel of the date in her hands, and then you wonder why she's not respecting you for it. And then 24 hours later, you get the dreaded text that guys out there everywhere are getting over and over. I had a nice time, but I'm just not feeling the spark. Now, let me take a pause and tell you who this video is actually for. If you're watching this video, ideally, you are not a fat, lazy slob who sits every day on the couch and does nothing but seek comfort in his daily life. You are a high earning and a high performing man. You are somebody that puts them through hardships on a daily basis, both mental and physical, and you've used that to create a great life for yourself. The only thing that's missing is that you haven't been able to connect the dots that you would in your business or in the boardroom or the gym to your dating life and women. And the reason for this is because of the confidence and the competence and the backbone that you have in your business or in the gym. When it comes to a date, you completely leave it at home. Now, if you're somebody watching this who is soft and who is lazy, who hasn't made any money, built a business, or has had no success in the gym and doesn't put themselves through any physical or mental hardship daily, then worrying about the first date is not even something you should be registering. Because trying to master frame control or exude leadership on a date and guide a woman where you want her to go, it's just not going to be possible if you're not doing that in any other area of your life. And if you're not somebody that's being hardened or challenged by stress or by friction, then the minute you get any sort of resistance or pushback from a woman, you're going to crumble. You're going to get defensive, or you're going to double text. You're going to try to over explain. You're going to become a needy, approval seeking man. And that's the main reason why you're not getting second dates. So if that's you, then you need to go do some hard shit. You need to go put yourself in stressful situations daily. You need to get in the gym. You need to get into a fight gym. You need to work on something difficult, and you need to get out of your comfort zone so that when stress and hardships of the real world and dating come around, which they will, you'll be ready. But for the guys that have done the work, and for guys that have built the business and built the body, the 1% physique and the 7 to 8 figure net worth, the women is the final piece of the puzzle for a lot of you. And if you would just take that same confidence and that same competence that you have in these other areas in your life and you would apply it to dating, you'd be in a much better position. See, a lot of guys think that it's just going to fall into their laps, but it's not. So you need to stop thinking about these dates with these women as you interviewing for her approval. It's the other way around. You need to go in with the mindset that you are evaluating this woman for whether it's an LTR, whether it's dating casually, whether it's monogamy or non monogamy, marriage, even. That's who you're interviewing. You are seeing if this woman has what it takes to be a part of your life. You're a man on a mission and you're going in one direction. If she wants to come along and be a passenger willfully in your life, then she is free to do so. If not, no problem. Take care. Nice to meet you. And then you're on to the next one. See, when you experience true abundance in the world of dating, all that means is that you're not seeking a woman's validation, and whether she likes you or doesn't like you or thinks you're attractive or not is going to have no bearing on what you think about yourself as a man and as a person. And when you can demonstrate that, not through your words, but through your actions, because you've insulated yourself from hardship and friction, because you've done the hard shit, when she tests you, and she will, we've talked about this even earlier, when she throws tests or things like that, you're not going to get shaken. You're not going to be double texting or getting defensive or trying to argue. You're going to be amused. You're going to laugh it off. You're going to say, this is so silly that she's trying to play these games. Does she know who I am? But that comes from applying that same mentality as you do in the gym and in your business to a date or romantic interaction. And let me be clear again, you've had to earn it. You've already done that. I'm not here pandering to guys on the internet that think that they're high value men or that because women are damaged goods that they're the prize. If you haven't done the work and you haven't built a body of work, if you haven't proven that you can build a body in the gym and you can be in great shape, or that you've built a high performing, high paying career or business, then you have no business calling yourself a high value man or doing anything that gives you this false sense of confidence. If you want to get laid and run through women, that's fine. Like, you will get laid and you can get sex by having sort of an unshakable, irrational confidence. But at some point, that house of cards is all going to tumble down, especially if you want a long term relationship and you want to have children. But if you're a confident and competent man and you've demonstrated that, how do you practically apply this and bring this into the world of dating? It's very simple. You take the lead. You decide where you're going to go and at what time. You decide if you're going to meet there or if you're going to pick her up. You decide what the activity is going to be if you're doing that. You can decide what appetizers you're getting for the table or suggest what you think she should drink. You handle the logistics, you step up, you handle the leadership, and you set the standard for the date. All she really wants to do is show up. She doesn't want to lead the interaction, and she doesn't want to be asked what she wants or where she wants to go or what time she wants to be there. She doesn't want to do work. She wants a cool, confident, competent man to take the lead and just allow her to sit back and focus on the one thing she wants to do on a date, which is have fun. So stop turning into a people pleaser that is seeking a woman's approval on a date. Take the exact kind of confidence that you would exude in a business deal or when you're fighting through that last rep of that last set, and that sense of accomplishment that you get when you take control and leadership of your own life, and apply that to the dating world. Because when you're unshakable up here, it's going to come out in your actions, and she's going to be magnetically drawn to you as a leader of a man who knows what he wants and who unapologetically goes after it. Stop being a passenger in your dating life. Take the wheel, take the lead, and I'll see you guys on the next one.